let's get into Diddy.
You have to start it like that.
Pause.
Damn.
Pause. I said let's get into Diddy. So I mean I didn't mean it like that, but
No homo,
yeah,
no Diddy.
no homo. So
Diddy.
no Diddy.
No Diddy.
So I'm pretty sure everybody's aware that.
Before you start,
Yes.
Let me, because there are clips of me, especially the past couple of weeks, saying I'm going to defend Diddy until something comes.
A lot of niggas did, and you know what? Our opinions changed.
And
What changed? I mean, we knew basically.
No. I didn't know there was video of him whooping his ass.
No.
Not video.
No.
Have you seen the video?
Did you see the?
No.
Yeah,
Well,
bro,
first of all,
She
that
already described it in the
nigga, listen.
But it's different hearing it than seeing
Have you ever?
Yeah, it's different
Hold
seeing
on.
it.
Think about your favorite movie.
Stop.
Think about your favorite movie.
I read it.
Stop.
And when you hear it,
Stop.
and they're narrating it versus when you see
Stop.
it.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're narrating
you know how books
Stop.
come on audio. Yeah,
Imagine that.
I'm
nigga. That shit's crazy.
So you read a book, and so you read a book, you're reading a lawsuit. And
Hassan.
it doesn't hit the
But you're not
same.
gonna
It doesn't.
have
It
the
doesn't.
same
It
visual
doesn't. Yeah.
You need the visual.
The visual, the
Hassan.
optics.
It's like you need the audio tape.
Hassan.
for a book.
Look, I was a staunchest defender of him. No.
And there ain't
We're
nothing wrong with what you did. You defended a black man until
no,
evidence
no,
came out
no,
that
no,
said
no, no.
otherwise.
Say innocent
No.
until
What I'm
proven
saying
guilty,
is,
but shit.
that like
It was
there's.
like 20 years ago.
It was 16.
I don't care.
And
Don't
it still
care.
don't
The way
matter.
he
Don't
beat
care.
her ass,
In
yo.
2016.
Don't
It
care.
still don't matter though.
Don't care. I'm not giving no excuses out for this one.
Let's don't act like
Shit.
we have not seen people that's been in relationships.
That's
Ray
cool.
Rice. He Ray Rice the
That's
shit out
exactly
of her.
where I went to as soon as I saw it.
Know directly, indirectly.
Yeah, but still.
So what I'm saying is, let's not act like it's so far fetched. Ain't nobody never seen it or never.
Not
Who's saying that? Who's saying that?
Not saying that.
That's what
Nah,
I'm saying. So
no,
that's
no,
what
no, no.
It
No,
seems
no, no.
like this whole uproar, like as if people ain't never been either experienced or seen it.
But
It don't matter.
But see,
We're
that's-
talking about.
It don't matter.
Nigga.
Wait a minute.
You-
Get the point.
you're-
He's
all you
just
doing is
somebody
screaming.
That's famous that we all know about. That we most likely had danced.
That
to,
people
music,
have
and
looked
everything.
up to, that people have, you know what I'm
that
saying?
we
Like,
that we've kind of
No.
given a pass. Like I said, what I was apologizing for earlier, we've been given a pass.
You don't need to apologize.
Well, I see what you're saying.
It's
but
about being a rational adult.
regardless of how long ago it was. When you see something like that, it doesn't matter how long ago it was.
So what if somebody pull up something that you did 20 years ago? You feel what I'm saying?
It ain't that.
The one time.
It ain't gonna be that.
but see, that's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah, it
the
ain't
point
gonna
is
be
you
that.
can't- But you can't sit here and say ain't what because everybody view on what you've done in your past.
Nah.
Takes it
Nah,
different.
nah.
You're not listening.
I ain't got no tape of whooping a woman's
I hear
ass.
exactly
I
what
hear
you're saying.
everything you
What I'm
saying.
saying-
I'm sure
It
I got
still
some
don't make
heinous
it
acts
right.
What
on
I'm
tape
saying
of me,
is-
and it's nothing
What
like
I'm
that.
saying is outside of her, right?
It's been
More
others.
women, it's more women.
It's probably
It's gonna
more.
be more women that's gonna be like, well, he never treated me like that. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
There's gonna be a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying
different
is,
women.
If we're gonna criticize somebody,
Does it matter
it's-
how
it does. To me, if you got a pattern of doing some shit like that, yes,
Nigga.
yes.
How do you know
See,
if there's a pattern or not,
that-
though?
Yeah.
Because
what
if you got the video, if this video came out, I'm
If
sure
he's whooping a woman's ass in public, he's done it before.
And there's other
And he
videos
whooped
of
her
it,
ass
I'm
for it
sure.
before, too.
Yeah.
But like I
And-
said, reading it on a piece of paper and actually seeing it is two totally different things.
Other women, especially high-profile women, Diddy has been with, and what I'm saying is, if you combine all the women he's been
So
with,
because you
It
ain't
don't
beat
matter, she the one that
every,
came
so
forward.
because you ain't
She
beat
just the
every,
one that came
no,
forward.
what? Because
That's
you ain't
the
beat
case.
everybody ass, and you just beat her ass, it doesn't make you a bad guy because you just beat her ass.
what
Nah,
I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying.
go.
It's nearly 20 years ago. That's
So?
number one.
It was 7 years ago.
Thank you.
I mean,
2016.
8. I'm sorry.
8.
2016. It was
8.
2016.
So
8 years ago.
In other words, what I'm saying is this.
It hasn't even been a
limitations still
decade of
good.
ass
Right.
What I'm
whooping.
saying is this. This is what I'm saying. Nobody's excusing what he did. You can have your point. You can have your opinion. You can, condemn what he did. Fine, no problem. But let's be careful about we digging in somebody's past. Because, like I said, why did it came up? Because of a law.
What the hell we got to be careful for? He the
And
one that
because-
fucked up.
That's not. I'm not saying him. I'm not saying him in general. Because what I'm saying is, You've done something. Everybody
Not
has-
like that.
I've never hit a
I've
woman
never
on
done
camera.
that.
I said nothing about hit a woman, people.
But
that's
we
what this
talking about, though.
is.
I'm talking about in general. What I'm saying is this.
Nigga, I'm a whole new nigga from my past.
Yeah.
You done some shit that motherfucker.
We've all done shit we're ashamed of.
So what I'm saying is, you probably done some shit that somebody know in your past. Don't feel like that you should get a pass. Don't feel like you should be.
So he
It's
still
never
should
been on the
have
level
let me
of
ask-
Diddy.
hold on.
I did not say.
So are you
he should
saying-
get- listen to what I'm saying.
I just want
because y'all
to
hearing
no.
words.
I want to
You're
make
not
sure I
listening.
understand clearly, and because it's like, are you saying that the level of offenses are going to be ranked
No,
the
what
same
I said was, this is what I'm plainly simple and said.
because of somebody's past and their present?
If it's first and foremost, if it's a pattern, right? Okay, I got you. As of right now, we got one incident, and what I'm saying to you, which we all know, he's been with countless of other women.
Look.
And what I'm saying is, those women that experience him will probably say, "Hey, I've never experienced that."
No.
This one,
Now
this
they're
one,
going to come out and have their own video proof because she was big enough to do it and show everybody what really going on.
And on
with it.
top of
so
that,
that's going to give everybody else.
and I just want to throw this in. If you watch this video, this is heinous. It's reprehensible.
Kicking her like that, man.
It's
nah.
vile. Like, and then he's done this before.
Of
because
course.
you don't just do something. Because anybody knows, especially his
That
type
wasn't
of
the first
money,
time he beat
you
her like
know
that
that
either.
there
No, it
are
wasn't.
cameras in these hotel hallways and stuff. You know that there's cameras there. I'm sure you're fully aware.
But to be fair,
he
Diddy
didn't give-
did handle it. He paid $50,000 to get the
but
tape.
he didn't give two fucks about them fucking cameras in that hotel. He bashed that girl head in, and it was real reprehensible.
Oh, he cared if he
I'm
shut
not
off
going to
50K.
give him any passes. I don't care if it was 100 years ago. What he did was wrong, and we doubted Cassie kind of in a way because it was a money grab.
Not
This-
doubted.
I didn't doubt her.
It wasn't that- I thought it was a money grab.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was
we're
a money
talking-
Trying to get some
We're
money out of
talking.
him.
We're talking.
And it
that's
is
not
a money
Stop,
grab.
Stop.
Well, he
Stop.
shouldn't have
Hold up.
grabbed
Stop.
her.
Stop.
I agree.
Stop. Hold up. And we're talking like it's a money grab, and then we see. Stop.
grabbed her,
Hold
she
on.
grabbed the money.
Stop. We see this type of video, and then I'm like, shit, money grab. She need to grab more money because this is unexcusable, and he's done it to her probably way more times.
Of
than that.
course. That's why
Yeah.
she was leaving.
Yeah,
she was trying to get the
he's
fuck
done
away.
it to her way more times than that.
She was trying to
I
get the
don't
fuck
care
away.
if any other woman comes up and be like, he didn't treat me like that. I saw how he treated this young lady. We have daughters. It's unexcusable. It's because if you saw somebody do that to your daughter, the next thing you're doing is loading it up, and we're going to go pay this man a visit, and he's not going to see another day.
Exactly.
I'm not giving him any excuses.
Yeah.
He needs to be canceled.
First and foremost, for the record, I ain't say I'm giving nobody excuses. I said you can make your opinion, say what you say, but don't. We sit here. This is not nothing that happened recent. This was years ago.
It
This
less
was
than 10
8 years ago.
Less than 10 years ago. It's still recent.
Statute of limitations says it can.
He's not getting charged criminally, by the way.
This is what I have a problem with. If he was an average Joe, right, and he did,
It'll be fucked
no,
up.
listen to what I'm saying, please. If he was an average Joe and he whooped the ass like that, police would have been involved. He'd have been arrested, et cetera, et cetera. Now he got money, he got a little power. All right, she didn't, for whatever reason, didn't do anything. But on the last day that you're supposed to be able to,
File a lawsuit.
file a lawsuit, you did it. So what I'm saying is, what about the women who can't get that? What about the women?
We're not talking about that.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what you're doing is you're showing two different levels in law right there.
No, we're
You're
not.
saying-
You're mad at the law.
I'm not mad at the law.
You got to
How?
think about a battered woman.
How?
too, so
I'm
that's
mad
something
at
you
the
wouldn't
law.
Understand. A woman that's been beaten, battered.
How I'm mad at the
Nah,
law?
man.
Because somebody said
This is
the law
what-
said,
this
hey,
is what the issue
you got-
is.
This is your last day to say something.
No, you're mad at the way in which the law works and the means of which Diddy has to manipulate the law around him. That's all you're mad. Like what you don't understand.
mad?
No. Okay, well you're frustrated.
No, I'm not frustrated.
Well, your point centers around what Buddha's saying.
That's all. Like, cause from sitting here listening, just listening. If you're not upset at Diddy and you're not upset at Cassie,
He's left to be upset at.
It's not. First of all, why they gotta be taking a set? Y'all have a viewpoint. I have a viewpoint.
Yeah.
That's all. So where does he have different viewpoints? It comes off as being upset.
I mean,
Because I'm missing
I'm confused at the point you're trying to make.
That's
to be
the main
perfectly
thing.
honest.
For starters, it seems like if you let the whole full complete sentence come out instead of
Excuse me,
not
if I
being
could
trigger
my
words.
eyes. This shit good.
Oh, I'm listening.
You feel what I'm saying? Then that breaks up.
Okay, so what are you
I'm
saying?
just- yeah, I'm
What
kinda
are you saying?
confused.
I'm giving you the floor. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is this: you can have your judgment opinion on what he's done is bad. I've not one time said give him a pass for what he done. Didn't say that. What I'm saying is be careful about sitting here, say even though what he did was
because he did what he did.
Let him finish.
Let him finish.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
what I'm saying is this.
Go get some.
I understand. This whole. There's been times that you've done shit in your life that you probably wasn't proud of. You feel what I'm saying? And you may have done some things to change your life over for the better. You know what I'm saying? But there's always going to be a few people that don't think you should get that because what you done, how they take it, you feel what I'm saying? You don't get a pass for that. So what I'm saying is have your opinion. I understand that. You should be mad. I mean, I thought I was pissed off by what I saw too. But what I'm just saying is we have to be careful about, all right, let's go ahead, let's dig in this person past. Let's make sure everybody done what they do supposed to. Because I'm sure everybody in here, somebody don't agree with you've done.
Okay, now
That's it.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to.
No, should have known shit was gonna pop up from his
I'm
past
getting ready
with all
to
this shit
rebut
he got
that.
going on now.
I'm getting ready to refute that. Now we've all done things that we've regretted doing.
None
But
of them involve
none of
beating
this-
a
none of
woman's
this
ass.
as heinous as this. See, there's different
Nowhere
levels
near.
there's different levels to stop. I gave you your
It ain't
chance.
heinous.
I gave you your chance. I gave you your platform.
ain't
Now
okay.
let me explain why we all feel the way we do. We've all done things in our past. Some things I'm very not proud about, but some things, certain lines, I just won't cross because that's too far for me. This is too far for me. Beating on a woman, especially a defenseless woman. This woman is sitting here ducking for her life
In a towel, nigga?
and you're
And some
still
sandals?
like
You kicking her.
I don't care if we dug into. You can dig into my past. I'm good with that. You
Yeah.
won't find nothing like that.
Yeah.
It'll be some things I'll be like, oh, that shit, wow. But you won't find anything like that where I feel that way. That's why I feel the way I do about seeing what he did. Because I've never done that. And
Yeah.
I've done some wild shit in my life.
Yeah.
And I've never done anything. He kicked this young lady in the head. Running kick.
See, that's why I have a problem because
Kicked her twice.
I'm not sitting
And
here,
then try to drag her down the
I'm not
hallway.
focused on- what I'm saying is this: I'm not focused on what he's done. Say what you want to say. All right, that's on the table. What I'm saying is, everybody has done something in their lifetime. I don't give a damn whether you hit somebody or not. You done some shit that other people was like, nah, nigga. They ain't feel like that you done enough to change up. That's all I'm just saying.
And
That's it.
and this
Are you saying Diddy is a changed man from the time this incident happened?
First of all, I don't know.
Anything he did-
I don't know because I'm not around him. It's just funny.
Regardless
it's just
of-
funny to me how
regardless
a
of-
bunch of shit just start coming
if
out.
you're a changed
Because
man
they
or
did it.
not,
They gon' do it.
from
He's on the
what they just
investigation.
showed, they're not. They don't care if you
Sex
change
trafficking.
from what you
Okay.
just
Yeah.
showed,
You know what I'm saying? So they
from
don't look
what
for
they
shit.
just showed about you.
Yeah.
Change. What? You have not mentioned nothing about giving your life to Christ.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not
You
even
ain't
that.
like.
I mean,
Y'all know he emphatically denies all these allegations.
all these allegations.
Against him.
But
And he
we
would.
just saw you beat this chick. I said, nah, let's see what we got on
That's a
this black
change,
man.
man.
I done seen what we got on this black man.
denied
I'm good on him.
allegations.
I'm good on him. I've seen it.
Nah, I've sought
I've
counseling.
seen it.
I'm moving forward from the. You know what I mean?
You
This-
can't. No,
I deny
you
it.
can't.
got money behind that. You you ain't jumping out there saying, "Yeah, I did all that shit." You ain't doing
because you're
Yeah,
used
I
to
wouldn't
it.
expect Diddy to fess up.
You're
so with
used
that
to
being
it.
said, you asking a question that you can't even relate to.
Sitting that girl, she
If
say
you-
all that stuff,
if-
had her
There's
looking crazy.
nothing to
because he
relate
lied
to.
about it.
No, he
And
asked
then,
me- he
if
just
I
said-
would've- if
and
I-
then
he
it
made
come
a
out,
point
now
by
the bitch, she
saying-
ain't crazy.
No,
If
he
I
made
would've-
a point by saying that whether he made it, was he a changed man or not? And I
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I don't know. I'm not in that man's life. All we going off was being shown and everything.
Doesn't
If
matter
I
if
would
you're
have
the changed
asked
man
this
right
dude
now.
last week, if I would have asked Diddy last week, do they got
Nobody's
anything
gonna jump out.
incriminating
He's a
on you?
billionaire. Nobody's gonna jump out and say,
Well, I
"Yeah,
think
did that
I
shit."
think he was
But
an
I was
asshole
saying,
in
like, come on.
2016 and an asshole in
Right,
2024.
your job is on the fucking
If
line.
I asked him last week, do they got anything incriminating on you? And he
He'd be
said
like,
no.
uh-uh.
I'd been like, okay,
Right.
cool.
Take that, take
Then
that.
I'd be like, cool. I would have believed him last week. I would have believed his word last week. After today, technically, I don't
He
believe
did
nothing.
all
He
that
did
denied the whole
everything.
situation.
He did
She
everything.
reported, you know what I'm
He
saying?
did
and
all
people really
that
thought
shit.
that girl was really out just to get the money and this, that, and the third.
I mean, I'm not even. Well, she is. I'm
She
gonna
still
stop you
was
there,
out to
though.
get the money.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm not.
she's
She
still
was
gonna
out to get the money.
Still.
And
But
she
at the
deserved
end of the day,
more.
That doesn't
she still
change the
told her
fact.
story.
Yeah,
and
that
people
doesn't
thought she
change
was
the
crazy
fact.
for telling that story and she was a liar. and she
No,
was
I
this.
mean, I believe there was some sort
But
of
she could've
abuse
brought
or
that shit up way
mistreatment on
closer to
Diddy's
time
end.
than it had
To
on.
what level, though, I didn't know.
I'm with Dub. Like, I thought, like, maybe he might have had her going out to the homies and stuff like that. Like, maybe he had her jumping off with some of the guys
I
and
didn't
stuff
even
like
think
that. That's what I possibly was thinking. I did not think what I saw today.
No, I mean,
didn't think that.
I didn't think he, like, personally, when I heard all this shit and accusations, I kind of figured there was some violence involved. Diddy's jumped executives before.
True.
Diddy's, you know, yeah, there are plenty of stories I've heard of Diddy physically assaulting people.
And a lot of more
So
videos. Are
I know he's not above.
I'm waiting.
What? Oh, all them get ready
They
to come
digging
out.
for.
I know he's
nowhere
not
near above
above
violence.
whooping somebody's
And remember,
ass or a woman's ass.
Don't forget, Shine. Like, yeah, like
Nah,
without.
I'm gonna tell you.
There's
who-
level, and this is, and that's why that's the only reason where my confusion is at, because it seems like you're trying to put, as they say, all sins are created equal,
and they're not.
and they're really
they're
They're
not.
not.
They're
They're
not.
really not.
They're-
And
they're-
it's not like on no.
So
They're
you
not.
forgive somebody that killed somebody, but you can't forgive somebody that put their head.
I never said that.
Who said I could forgive
You
somebody?
try to box me in by saying
We're
No,
not boxing.
no,
We're
no,
saying
I'm not
different
boxing.
offenses garner different reactions.
I didn't say that. What I said was you can have your opinion on how you feel about the situation.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying get at a pass. What I'm saying is there's only one incident that we know about, that we got a visual about.
Yeah.
Right? Okay then. So now somebody one time do something that's their,
No,
But that's not the one time he did.
It's
no,
not
we're
a one-time
We're not.
thing.
We're not. No, we're
I'm
not
not
playing
gonna
that
say-
card.
Yeah.
No, we're not playing
This
that
is the
card.
first proof that we got.
No,
we got
no,
a lawsuit and we have a video.
So listen. Hey,
So
here
all
we
that
go.
shit
He
got
needs
going
you-
on now, that's no
Here we go.
lawsuit.
He needs you on his defense team.
Not even
That's
that.
what
Yeah.
he needs you on his defense
He's trying
team.
to
Yeah, he
live like
does.
now, like the kids do. He wants everything
does.
visualized. So he wants to see all the TikTok videos, all the reels, in order for it to be
Give
true.
you a little background because first of all, I've been around men that's been locked up for stuff they didn't commit.
Yeah.
People
I have
lie.
too.
So with that being said, I have a different view on things. You know what I'm saying? Let me see the whole process, not just simply because as a black and brown person, somebody say something, it's guilty until proven.
Yeah, but we got proof.
We got proof.
We got
I got that.
proof.
So again, where am I sitting here defending what he's done? I'm just saying about the process and things. That's the only thing I'm questioning. I'm not defending what the man has done. Not one time nobody has heard me say, "Hey, get that man a pass." What I'm saying is follow the process. If he done it once, I'm sure others will come out. Until then, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, this one."
Well, hold on.
incident,
Stop.
oh, this is
Stop.
Just him.
Others have
know there's
come
other
out.
allegations
Others
already.
have come out. This
Now-
isn't like one
No,
came
man,
out.
That's what I'm saying. You just want
no,
video proof.
see,
What if there
no,
aren't any cameras?
I've seen enough video proof. You don't have to show me any more video
I'm-
proof.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
he-
say that.
Believe
There was no
That
that wasn't a
means
first time
what you're
ass
saying
whooping.
is a woman that don't know you look similar to somebody that touched her, and she sit here and give you a description.
That's
You don't want the process?
That's not what it's saying.
That's not the same situation.
No, it's not.
That right here. Listen,
But
what I'm
no,
saying,
what we're saying is this: there's other women who
And I
have
said
been
I wanna
stopped.
see that. Just like how we saw this,
There's
I
other
wanna
women
see
who
it.
it's not a she might have
You
been
wanna
with
see another
Puffy
chick
or it
getting her
might have been
ass
a-
whipped?
No,
I mean,
There are other women who were with.
Somebody can say shit and it's cool.
No.
Believe that shit.
No.
Don't do no type of investigation. Don't follow the damn. Don't follow shit. That's what y'all saying.
No.
Okay, then. So what I'm saying
is this:
if it's allegations, then let's see the damn shit.
Again, you're mad with the process of the law.
Shit.
See, what you're not understanding is the court of public opinion. You're mad because
I'm mad.
we based an experience
I'm mad because
off
I have
of,
an objective
you're
opinion.
saying,
That's what you're saying.
You're saying that
Listen
we're
to how you sound.
but
I have an objective opinion.
Listen to
That's
how you
not
sound.
mad.
You're saying that we
I know
will
that-
now convict him on everything that's been said because of one thing we saw.
Hey, listen.
Right or wrong. Yes,
Listen.
you're saying we're going to convict him on everything that we've heard about him because of this one videotape that we've seen. Right or wrong. That's what you're
all I'm
saying.
That's
Okay,
all.
That's not true.
That's not true.
So
But
is there other
are you going to let me
videos- is there
finish?
other videos
but,
out there?
But
There could
we're
be.
More,
So
We'll
until
find out
I
by
see
the
that,
week.
so all I'm
Do you
saying
know where
is,
this video
let me
came
see
from?
But no,
Let me see
what
that.
I'm saying is this.
I'm not going off
But
nobody's
are
word.
we more,
They found it when they raided Diddy's
hold on,
house.
Stop.
Yeah, please
Stop. But are we more likely? Not saying we do, but are we more likely to believe other stories now?
Yes.
we are.
Okay, so again,
Because we've seen enough evidence.
Just one piece of evidence is enough to convince us
Corroborating
about
evidence.
other
that
things.
will convict you in
Again,
a court of law. You know
I
that.
want to see if it happened once. Then, like you said,
You want to see the video?
You want to see other ass whoopings on tape.
Now I need to see a collaboration of
Yeah,
ass
that's it. If you
whoopings.
want to say that, fuck yeah.
The best of ass whoopings.
The
Because
best of
ain't
ass
nobody
whoopings.
word. You can't sit here and just say, "Oh, he did this," and then where's the evidence? Let me see something.
So you need evidence for every single
Obviously-
accusation. I'm just asking.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you're mad with the process of the law?
That is the process of law.
We know.
That is the process of law.
We know. That's what
Isn't it not
that's the
process
point
of law?
I'm trying to
Investigation,
make.
right?
And that's what they're doing now in the process of law. They're investigating his ass. When they found it, they
let me-
fled.
Hey, listen.
So let me ask you a question. So they will never bring this tape up again in any other case? They'll always bring this
They
tape
will
up.
use this tape
tape
for
will
other
always be brought up
accusations of
now.
violence.
So
Yeah.
you're
This is a character
you're saying
tape. This is showing
like,
a
right,
nigga's
so
character.
showing what
That
you
means
do.
It happened multiple times. That means
Possibly.
So
And you need multiple
exactly
examples
you can't go
of-
off of one thing and just say,
Look.
"Oh, this is just that person."
Too
This is the
bad
point. This is
you
the
got
point, though.
caught on tape doing what you did.
Hold on. So when you get to things like this, you know what I mean, and what you're trying to say is or what I'm saying is, of course, there are a lot of other allegations out there now. There's one videotape with the evidence. That's evidence.
Right.
What would happen?
Question that.
Cannot question that.
Right.
So the issue now becomes seeing that there's all these other allegations, even though there's no tape for all the other allegations.
give me
Hold on.
credible-
I'm just saying,
credible
there's no
outside.
other tape for these other allegations.
No,
Let me finish. There's no tape. There's no visual optic,
don't have to be a visual.
or just in general. There's no recording
don't
of
have to be
past allegations. It's just allegations.
No, you
It's just
have
a whole bunch of allegations being levied now. So what happens, and this is all I'm trying to say, what happens is they're going to have to dig into that. Remember, they just raided one house.
Right.
Yeah.
The nigga told them, "Oh, you raided the wrong house, nigga. No Diddy." So they about to go back and probably raid the other house.
We'll be back. Don't worry about it.
So it's like, are we just waiting now for them to corroborate these other stories because there's possibly more
course.
footage?
Hey, listen.
Or are we just looking because there might be and I'm using your words,
Right.
there might be a pattern because all these allegations happen now
Exactly.
since Cassie, before the video came out with Cassie, they was just like, oh, this bitch lying, she just want the money.
I didn't take
That shit
that.
ain't real. I'm just saying that's what
people were
that's
saying.
what the people were
I didn't
saying.
take
That's what
that.
people
I
were
didn't take
saying.
that.
Okay.
I felt like it was a money grab.
That-
I feel
I
like
did
It still is a money grab.
I
money
did
grab,
too.
So, like I said,
It's always going to be a
Now
money
listen,
grab.
like he said originally, after seeing the tape, that money grab, she didn't grab enough.
Yeah, she did it.
So
She
if
did
they-
it.
and I'll say, if there's another tape with somebody with a story like that, and it comes out with a tape, they're grabbing.
Then now you have
A pattern.
a pattern.
And you can't even call that a money
real.
grab.
That's all I said.
I just don't understand why they take so long. I don't understand why they take so long to come forward.
Hassan.
Give me that pattern. I'm not.
Last week we were defending him.
I'm not
What-
defending
no,
him.
No.
Y'all were
I'm saying
defending Diddy last
we
week?
weren't. I'm saying we weren't going to let them bring him down like that. One shoe's falling. there's going to be another shoe.
Again.
It's more videos.
Oh yeah,
Again.
there's going to
Like
be
I
another
said, they
one.
found a video, right in his
Again.
house, correct?
Again.
In his tapes.
Let's just let's make this shit clear. I'm not excusing what he's done. All right? Never excuse him for what he's done. But what I'm saying is, I'm not jumping on this train like, okay, we got a video, the lawsuit, she was telling the truth. All right, boom. This man he's that person. And what I'm saying to you is, Jennifer Lopez ain't gonna say he beat on her ass.
Shit.
He probably did.
Fuck out of here. If he done that, she would have been said something.
Oh, okay, but like I say,
that's Jennifer Lopez,
just
though.
because you didn't
Just
do it
because
no
you
more.
So what you're
So
saying-
he did to
So
Jennifer
what I'm
Lopez?
saying is, before you sit here and say one incident that we got visual, that's heinous.
He needs you.
Say,
He
this
needs
is
you
that
on his
person.
defense team.
There's
He needs
other
you.
wi-
He
Bruh.
needs you.
No, I get it,
He
but I'm gonna
needs you.
say this: if you're accused of robbing 10 houses and only one robbery is caught on tape, what do you think they're gonna think about the other 9
They're going to
houses?
give you the other 9 too. We know how the
You
law
don't
works.
need-
Exactly.
We know how the
We
law
know
works.
I only
We
need
know
to see
those
one
things.
video.
So because somebody said they seen you in the neighborhood.
that is a trained racist thought process.
It
That's
isn't.
acceptable. It is.
It's a character
no,
thought.
no,
It's a character
character.
thing.
Hell, you gotta find proof, and you have to have proof based on
No.
everything.
You're on camera robbing one
It don't
house.
work like that.
You can't sit here. So me.
One
so
thing-
now let's go
one
back.
thing
So
Rock-
it goes back
one
to
thing
what I
Rock
said.
told
so it
me-
goes back to what I said.
One thing
You
my
do something
daddy
fucked
told
up
me
wrong.
is if you do
You
it
did
once,
something wrong.
you'll do
Somebody
it
don't
again.
forgive you for that. Somebody did something. You did something 10, 20 years ago, and whoever it affect, they don't forgive you for that. It's the same thing what you're doing now. All I'm saying is, if he got a pattern, let me see that shit. I'm not defending what he done, but I'm not sitting here saying one thing. Oh, that's just him.
But
like
again,
I said, he got other women
there were-
that will say that he didn't do that.
Okay, but
then
there
when
were
the video
other.
came out, that makes people really think, well, maybe he did.
Well, there were
That's
other
fair.
incidents
That's fair.
of
Everybody
assault.
else-
That's a fair assessment.
There are
He
other
did deny
incidents
it.
of
He did
assault.
not.
Didn't he bat somebody?
Diddy has assaulted other people before
assault
that were
somebody
men.
as the Joker
What?
while he was dressed up. Like
Yeah, Diddy has assaulted
yeah,
other
a
people
long
before.
line of assault charge.
Record producers, record executives have
So,
accused him of
you-
assault.
The violence is
we
not
know
nothing
that
new.
he will. He will whoop your ass.
We know.
this.
Yeah,
And
violence
we
has
know
always
this.
been a part of
Like,
Diddy's
That's not the
personality.
issue here. It's just
That is a pattern. That is a pattern.
You were
He
just
will
hoping
fuck
it was
you up.
limited to dudes.
That's a
Against other
pattern.
people.
That's a pattern.
it's a woman, yo. It's a
Just
female.
say a pattern of violence.
He has a pattern of violence.
That's not what was said. We didn't say.
But he's had 20 years. He's jumped
This is
people.
this is a visual violence of domestic.
No, he has
No.
whooped plenty of other niggas' asses in the.
That's not
But
what
she
we
is.
was
That's
talking
what's
about,
on
though.
tape is the one with
this
her.
is the nail that fucking drove the point home. Yes, it's been other things caught on tape of Diddy doing this, being violent and stuff, but this is the straw that broke the camel's back, shall I say? This is what does it in for him. Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess
This
assaulting
is-
a woman, but I mean, he's
A
assaulted
woman?
other people
Is that-
before.
are y'all-
yeah,
am I- is it me? Am I missing this
it's
point?
never. It's the violence.
Am I the only one that cherishes women?
He's
see
always
exactly
had
what you're saying.
violence associated with
Violence.
this character.
He's a
just like
violent
Suge
guy.
Knight.
But now you're on camera violating a woman.
Yeah.
So now
What
the
is
whole
really-
thing is changed. Yeah, you've been violating men before and stuff, but now we got you on tape physically beating on this young woman.
And on top of this,
Throwing
Jennifer
shit at her,
Lopez.
dragging
Hold
her
on,
down the hallway,
I just want to
kicking her.
address the Jennifer Lopez point too.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez is a woman in a position of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt.
Cassie was in that position.
I
No,
seriously
no.
doubt Cassie has any type
has
of
no-
influence
Cassie is nowhere
or
near
power
Jen-
at all
J-Lo.
during that era.
So now,
Because what?
Let's
J Lo
follow
is
what's being
this
said.
actress and all this stuff. and-
J-Lo covered me
Yeah.
in color. She was a fly girl.
Like you ain't doing that to J Lo.
And Jennifer ain't wrote a memoir yet.
Right.
She might fall off and need to throw Diddy's
We are
name
talking
out
about
there.
Jenny from the block.
of course. So let me say this. All right.
Yes.
All I'm just saying is, if there's a process, if there's a trail, it will come out. Until then, I got one. Listen, man. Listen. When I say trail, we was talking about Cassidy. Y'all
Cassie.
moving the needle by saying he
Other
had
people.
Other people. Now, if you just said he had a violent past, left it like that, then you right. There's
They don't-
nothing to
That's
talk
what it
about.
is.
Bro, y'all got it. We can just agree to disagree.
Okay,
Fair enough. I'm not here to try to change nobody's views. All I'm just saying is the fact of the matter is you got a visual what was written on paper.
Yes.
Because the motherfuckers can read. If you can read, you get a visual
Yeah,
of
but
what
you
has happened.
but actually
so now that you can see it now, and the words resonate. You know what I'm saying? Now the anger from the words that you read is even different.
Yeah.
Than when you actually see it.
Yeah.
Because you see it.
Yeah, what you mean it don't make no
Fuck y'all
sense?
read books before movies was even created. You had books. You had to use your goddamn imagination based off the words that was told to you. You understand reading comprehension.
And
No, I get what you're saying.
Movies?
How does a visual makes it even more matter than
So
words?
if I'm reading a book and it says he knocked him out, ooh, let me think about it.
That's 12 different ways.
Great.
You could've
No, what he's saying is we should have been
I seen him
outraged when it was
knock him
when
out.
the lawsuit was brought up. We should have been outraged when Cassie brought forth the lawsuit.
Outraged. What I'm saying is, how does it elevate the outrage even more when you have words?
I just explained it to you.
You know why? And
I
listen,
just-
no.
I read he knocked him out.
Stop. I can,
Words are words.
nigga. I'm.
Okay,
You
bro,
love my
got
shirt,
it.
don't you? Nah, stop.
got it.
The main thing, and like you're saying, why do people get more outraged? Because once they read the words on the paper, right, and they weren't outraged. Correct? That's correct, right? Hold on. Yes or no? Yes or no? They read the word, like you said. They read the words on the paper. They were not outraged at all.
I was outraged. They were.
Okay.
It took a visual for the outrage.
They brought the words to life. Right. She didn't do shit. All they did was bring her words to life. No words that she said. They brought the words on mute. They put mute on the words.
Because
they put mute on the words and
sure
played
this
it.
Lawsuit, it was descriptive of how he assaulted her.
Even if they didn't
So
say
what
it
I'm
in the
saying
lawsuit,
is
you could
anybody
put
can
the
read.
video on
Then
mute.
when you're being
It was
assaulted
just-
too,
it
you
was-
might not
it was-
remember
it was-
everything. Shit happens so fast.
So what I'm saying
So
is,
seeing
if
the
you
video
can read,
put-
if you can read and comprehend words, right?
Yes.
He was outraged by what he done. So now that you got a visual, right, of
Yes.
the same thing that you read, how does that heightens the outrage? It's
Just
supposed
like
to
if
be
you read
consistent.
the horror book. You read the words in the horror book, but you see the movie, you're going to have a jump scare.
You know,
This is an awful
I had to read
deflection.
Charlotte's Web.
It's an awful deflection.
But watching the movie
It's an
is a
awful
different
deflection.
experience.
It
I
is.
actually
Because
liked
you're sitting
Charlotte's
here
Web
telling
after
me.
You see?
watching the movie.
Look,
listen,
he
you're
sat here.
entitled to your opinion, just like
Can
I
I
am
explain?
too.
Let me give it to you in Dallas
said-
Cowboy
Even Moby
terms.
Dick with the web.
Stop.
I'm not saying your words or your opinion's awful.
Troy
We can
Aikman
disagree
handed the
and
ball
disagree.
off to Emmitt Smith, and Emmitt Smith ran into the end zone and scored a touchdown. Now, they bring it to you on video. Troy Aikman handed the ball to Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith hurdled over somebody, did a spin move, and then scored a
Broke a
touchdown.
tackle.
And then
Stiff
scored a
arm.
touchdown.
And all that
Now,
would be described in the words.
No, it wouldn't.
Fuck, it would.
no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Yes.
Cool.
No, it
It's
wouldn't.
cool, man. Y'all
Okay.
got it.
What else we got, dog?
I'm still lost because
I
I
am too, but
man,
we're
like
good.
I said,
We
you
put
can
30,
read-
35
if
minutes
we're-
on Puffy.
Yeah, if we can sit here, if we're taught in school to read
There's
and
a
comprehend
video
words,
of Diddy.
it was described in detail
Y'all trying to figure
how
out what's
he
going
beat
on.
her.
Yes.
So if you're smart, if you can read and
Yes.
write, you got the visual based off how it was described.
Right, how it was
Okay,
described
so
in
you're
the,
mad. You're mad.
lawsuit.
You're hype. You're mad. It was disgusting. What the fuck he did.
So
now that we have a visual, a video.
you got proof, not just a video and visual.
yeah,
the
it's
one
proof.
thing
The
that
proof
you
was
wanted.
the lawsuit.
The
You
one
said
thing.
a lot of
No.
Anybody can say
The one
anything,
thing that
right?
Those
you
were
said you
accusations.
wanted. There were accusations.
Said a lot of court.
Still don't
No.
matter.
You
This is
know,
the
like
process that you're
everybody
talking
else, you
about.
settle out of court
First thing was
sometimes
the
to avoid.
accusations. Nobody believed this bitch. Oh, it's a money grab. This bitch just want the money. Okay, now you just want the money. I'm not even going to show you. I can't show you. I don't have the footage. This nigga settles out of nowhere. Why the fuck is Diddy settle? We don't know why the fuck this nigga was settled. Just shut her up.
Now we know why this
Just to
nigga
shut her the fuck, man,
settling.
nigga, just shut her the fuck up, man. Just give her that little bit of bread because we know you're a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire. Now, the video comes out to corroborate all the accusations and allegations. It's the process, my guy. That's all it is. And once the visuals came out to corroborate her story, it's like, is this nigga really a minister? And then it goes to, are all those other stories about this man really true? That's the question. And I understand what you're saying.
That's all fair.
I understand what you're saying, but there's still going to be an outrage just because the process.
It's new
it's
information.
new. And once you learn new information, you're entitled to change. Yes, it is.
The visual is new.
I'm still on the visual fact that if you they killed 1,000 people, that's one thing. But if you show me 1,000 bodies, that's a whole different thing.
The visual invokes the outrage.
The visual doesn't change.
The visual invokes the outrage.
So thank you. What I was saying was the visual heightens the outrage.
That is correct.
So what I'm saying is, if you are an intelligent person, right, you should have been. You was outraged from the beginning.
I didn't read the lawsuit.
I mean,
I just heard it.
Yeah.
I was upset. Like, damn, I hope that shit ain't true. I hope Diddy wouldn't do no shit like that. No chick.
I didn't read every incident in the lawsuit.
So now, y'all have a legit reason to be even more.
Exactly. And most people are like me. They didn't read the lawsuit.
You heard it. And that's fair game. You just heard about it.
Okay.
How many pages was that? I ain't reading 20-something pages.
This is the comment. You only have to offend one time to be an offender.
Yep.
Who said that? Give him a shout out.
Tanisha.
Yeah.
Shout out Ty for the comment. You only have to offend one time to be an offender. You don't need to have a pattern
That's
to
fucked up.
to be an offender.
Because Chris
one
Brown
time will do it.
That is true.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown did, right?
Yeah.
He's always a woman beater, right?
Yeah.
Still, y'all
Well, I mean,
That's always
Till
going to
he
be on
shows
his.
change.
That's always going to be on his.
what if you're a sex offender?
I haven't heard anything else about Chris Brown beating any other women. That's why I brought his name
one
up.
time, right?
Because it's like,
One time,
But
right?
it
how
always will
long
hang
ago?
on
But
him.
on top of it, like you said,
But
how
you
long
have to
ago
show
was it?
change. You have to
And
show
how
growth.
young was this nigga? Nigga, Diddy was still fucking grown 10 years ago. Nigga, you talking about
Yeah.
a grown ass man.
8 years ago, yeah, nigga, I was
He
35.
was still old as hell.
Diddy
8
was
years
in his
ago.
40s when he was whooping her.
The scale of justice right there don't matter what the age is.
No, it
He's
doesn't.
still a grown ass
No,
man.
you're still a grown ass man. And
Dude,
like
in your
they
30s
said,
or 40s?
There's certain things forgivable in your 20s that aren't in your 40s.
And in your teenager,
Yes. I can forgive a nigga who beat up his girl at 19?
Really?
Versus a nigga kicking his girl at 40 in a hotel and
Right.
Yes.
Dragging her,
So how
kicking
is
her
that-
and
so
dragging
how
her.
is
And
that-
throwing
really
shit
don't,
at him.
really don't.
And
Yes.
busting up.
If that's not hypocritical,
How
That
is it
isn't hypocritical.
I'm gonna tell you why.
'Cause we're factoring
Keep the same
experience.
energy. How is it acceptable? Because
And
you're
it's not
20
on
years-
camera.
Because you're 20 years younger.
let me tell you.
How that's acceptable?
Hold on. Can I explain how
Lack
it's
of
acceptable?
experience.
Yeah, let me explain how it's acceptable. Because see, we've all been here in life. See, when you're younger, you're super
Hot-headed.
emotional. Super emotional.
what I was
Dad,
just
let me
saying the whole
finish. Can you
time?
gonna let me finish? You gonna let me finish? So when you're younger, I always tell people in younger relationships, you're lucky you don't get killed because they're so emotional and so a lot of stuff
Fragile.
going on. Once you've hit 20 plus years of growth and your mind has matured and you see things differently, I can't expect you to think like you did when you were
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
I can agree with you back then because I had that same mindset. Now as a 40-year-old man, I can't agree with you because those 20 years of experience have come into my life and I see things differently.
So now you're contradicting yourself
No.
about the 21-year-old last week about inappropriate. When we was talking about like, hey, his age, he should have been given a pass.
No,
What, on the hair?
No, he should have been given a pass, but he should have been reprimanded. But like
Did
I
he?
was
Yeah.
also said that, like I also was said by somebody else though. See, when you're a young girl like that, we didn't factor in the time that when the girl goes home, I took out my fine ass teacher's hair today.
Yeah.
We didn't factor that part into it. Young girls are very impressionable. We didn't factor that into it. So yeah, we had to reprimand him because maybe he didn't know no better. He's a young guy. But a 40-year-old man with dreads like that, he knows better. He knows that's not what he's supposed to do in the classroom.
Yeah. I mean, experience should factor into your decision making.
Yes, it definitely should. You should not be making the same mistakes at 40 that you were at 20.
Yeah. And nobody's saying anybody gets a pass. You should always be reprimanded if it's wrong. Chris
have
Brown should have been
consequences.
reprimanded for Rihanna, which he was.
Yeah. And it
Nobody
still
gave
hangs
him a
over
pass.
his head
Yeah,
to
and it
this
still
day.
hangs.
Hell yeah.
Mike Vick still
That
hangs
shit
over.
still
Yeah,
hangs.
still talk about that shit.
Chris Brown is still known for beating on Rihanna.
They
Quit
always
playing
bring it up on
Hassan.
social media.
Quit
he
playing
known for
Hassan.
Come on,
Michael Vick.
Playing
That didn't
Hassan.
cancel him.
Them dogs.
That
Michael
shit-
Vick was canceled.
No, I ain't talking.
Oh.
No, I said Chris Brown.
Chris Brown was
He
canceled.
was.
He just has a strong fan base that supports
Hold
him.
on. Let me ask a question, just real quick. Should Chris Brown have headlined the Super Bowl by now?
Say what?
Should Chris Brown have headlined?
Been headlined.
Okay, but
And he
because
would've.
he put his hands on Rihanna, played a part in why he
Even
hasn't
Rihanna done headlined the
headlined
Super Bowl.
Hell, Dr. Dre's still fucking getting feedback from putting
when
hands
he
on
beat
B.D.U.B
up
Barnes.
Yeah,
But
that
he
certain
headlined
things
a
don't
Super
ever
Bowl,
go
though.
away. He
So
didn't,
that
have,
knocks your- so
he
that
didn't
knocks-
headline
so
a
that
Super
knocks
Bowl.
your damn-
Eminem,
No. Dr. Dre's was 30 years ago.
headlined that Super Bowl,
30
and he
years ago.
brought.
It don't matter. The
That
point
does
is,
matter.
Yo, bro.
It wasn't on camera.
But nevertheless, what you did still
Y'all
remains
giving
relevant
passes
to
We're
this
not giving a
day.
pass.
No pass.
Dr. Dre was reprimanded. Didn't he face jail time?
He still got on the Super Bowl. He just said he trying to say
It wasn't his show.
He's using the Super Bowl as supposed to be a highlight of these artists. That's what I'm assuming.
It isn't.
What about R. Kelly?
It isn't a highlight of an artist
I
making
don't know.
it.
I'm not in that industry. I can't say that.
So if you headline the Super Bowl, you're.
I thought Grammys was.
Boy, stop it.
I thought Grammys was what they
Your
was working
facial
for.
expressions are
it, man.
priceless right now.
A Super Bowl appearance is way more impressive than a
I
Grammy.
am too.
So you don't.
Artists don't work to get to the fucking Super Bowl.
That
They
is
work
true.
to get that fucking Grammy.
It depends on what type of music you do. If you're not pop, you're not going to the Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Don't do that, man.
But you're
Don't do that.
but what
Don't
you're
do that.
saying is the Super Bowl isn't the height of accomplishment.
It is, but only for a certain set of artists. Okay.
Because I mean, it's
Griselda is never doing a
how
Super
many
Bowl.
Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls?
And they're
they
never
actually
gonna win a
had?
Grammy.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what? Right, and it hasn't even been that long. Come on.
They're not going to win a
That's the wrong-
Super Bowl
that's the
or a
wrong
Grammy.
angle what you got, though.
What's the best?
They ain't even been performing in Super Bowls only like a little over 30 years. So what that mean?
There's only like a certain section of artists
Right,
even
so that's
eligible
not
for
their-
the
that's
Super
not an
Bowl.
artist
You have to
highlight.
achieve a
Yeah,
certain
I'm working
amount
hard
of
to get on the Super
mainstream
Bowl.
exposure.
Come on, bro.
And that's bigger than the Grammys.
Yeah.
Super Bowl is bigger than the Grammys, right? Okay,
Yeah,
I
in
thought
terms
so.
of
Like,
impact,
I didn't know
yeah.
what
More
you were
people
talking
are watching the Super
Like,
Bowl
you
than the
know what I'm
Grammys.
saying? Yes, you're
Super
working.
Bowl only been using performers over
Used
30
to.
Years.
Look,
And Living Color had to
So-
fuck the
And you
Super
heard what
Bowl.
happened with Living Color.
You get look. You
haven't even done the Super
you
Bowl. They
get.
doing well.
Listen. It's called the evolution of life, which you're not taking into account. 30 years ago, when the Super Bowl first really started, nobody really cared.
many
Look at it.
artists
Stop.
perform in the Super
Look
Bowl?
at it in 2024. If you're not trying to be the Super Bowl performer,
Yeah.
people, what are you talking about? You.
So nobody
it's not,
has turned
the
down-
Super Bowl is
so
not the
nobody
same
turned
Super Bowl.
down- So
It's not the same.
Thank you. So
Hold
what-
on. So
don't
you're
make-
telling me
you
it's the,
said? Go ahead, bro.
it's the same Super Bowl it was in 1985? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. And how when I
It's
said,
the same Super Bowl.
Listen
it
to
was
what
in
I just said.
1985.
Listen to what I just said. How many motherfucking Super Bowls they has used live performance, sir? How many?
You say what?
How many Super Bowls use halftime performance?
Since in Living Color, that was like 30 years.
Like it's been
30
at least
years.
20 years of
So,
Super
the
Bowl.
number of artists that's been out in that same 30-year span.
Thousands of artists.
Right. And they've been successful.
But only a few are eligible for the Super
Exactly.
Bowl.
They've still been successful without the damn Super Bowl. So you using Chris Brown of him not being on the Super Bowl as that reprehensive. That shit ain't stop his money. He, like you said,
I didn't say it stopped his money, but I bet you what you asked
stopped
him,
that opportunity.
You ask him if he wants that accolade, and I bet you he says motherfucking right. I bet you that much.
Now you're moving the needle.
How am I moving the needle?
We're saying we're saying the Super Bowl is the highlight for an artist to get up there, and that's the highlight.
A
of their
pop
career.
artist.
That's what you're saying. An artist, whether it's hip hop, whatever. That's what they're aiming for.
It's definitely their highlight of their
If a hip
career.
hop artist made it to the
It's
Super Bowl, they got
definitely the
guaranteed
highlight of
they
their
do like
career.
fuck a Grammy, fuck all that shit.
Ask Snoop. Ask Snoop.
Because
and them.
I'm
Like,
about to say Snoop don't have none, but he was out there at the bowl.
like
Have what? None what?
no
No
He
Grammys.
had no Grammys.
Snoop ain't got no.
None.
No.
They keep,
No.
They keep, bro. You don't understand how they do rappers and hip hop artists. If you're not pop,
So being that Chris Brown is a pop star, R&B star, and hasn't headlined the Super Bowl, being that his popularity is probably one of the most popular artists of all time, and hasn't headlined the Super Bowl, but yet your most popular artists of all time have all headlined a Super Bowl. Do the facts on it.
Really?
Name a popular artist that hasn't headlined the Super Bowl that is that kind of popular, not the social. I mean, that kind of popular. Name one that hasn't headlined.
Did Cher?
Has K
I got
Dot
no
on?
K-Dot
I
isn't.
just said name somebody that kind of popular, and you said K-Dot.
Yeah, I did.
Boy,
You
quit
did
playing
talk.
with me.
Nah.
Is he Taylor Swift popular? Is he
Taylor
Beyonce
Swift?
popular?
How
That's
about
a whole
this?
different. That's
Taylor
about-
Swift hasn't done the Super Bowl, has she?
No, don't start off
She did?
being vague, and then once I put a name out there, now you want to shrink it down to what exactly it is. Say exact what's the criteria? Be clear on the criteria.
I said,
Super Bowl
if
level
you
artist.
are that kind of artist, not that, and not knocking K Dot's, but he's,
But wasn't he up there with
yeah, he was up there too.
I asked
But
the
I meant like
question.
he was up there.
I asked the question.
headlining, like this is your Super Bowl. This is Usher, like that type of popularity.
Usher?
Chris
Rihanna,
Brown,
MJ.
Chris Brown doesn't have that type of popularity.
What other popular, whether pop star or whatever, that hasn't been on the Super Bowl? So you say there's not other popular artists that hasn't been on the Super Bowl?
There are lots of artists who turn it down because they have to pay for the Super Bowl.
outside
You
of
have
turning-
to pay for the halftime show out your own pocket. So that's the caveat when you do a Super Bowl show.
But us knocking the Super Bowl, like that's not the accomplishments.
No, it's an
to the
accomplishment. There's just a
artist
lot
is
behind
crazy.
it.
And then everything goes
It's
up.
crazy.
There's a lot that
So
goes
you only
behind
got-
accepting or denying a Super Bowl
So,
appearance.
exactly. So you average 1 to 4 people performing at a given time on that stage.
Yeah.
And it's over a 30-year period.
Yeah.
And we got artists is 4-1, and out of that 4-1, at least 3-1 are still popular and they ain't even been on the Super Bowl stage.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that analogy right
Well,
there don't even make sense.
at the end of the day, the point is Chris Brown, due to his previous events, may be denied the opportunity to perform at future Super Bowls because of the previous incident from Rihanna. Even if people have forgiven him and he's moved on, there are some people, white people, who won't forgive him for what he's done. And that's just how they do niggas. They never let niggas forget shit. If you're in the entertainment industry, they're going to bring up something you
It's
did.
always going to hang over your
Obviously,
head.
Yeah.
I hope because if Dre did it, he still got it.
Yeah, there's a
It's
possibility
hope.
10,
It's
20
hope.
years from now, Chris Brown will be doing a Super Bowl. Will he be as popular? I don't know. But right now, no. He still has that lingering stink from what, 20 years? Is it
20, probably about 20.
Yeah, it's around 20. 15. But unfortunately, that's how it works. Look at
He
OJ.
almost at Dre status. 30 years.
OJ was free. And OJ was not guilty. White people still said, fuck that
He
nigga.
got punched in the face with some other shit.
But I'm just saying in general, that's white people. White people still hold beef for Haiti for some shit, what, 300 years ago? You think they let niggas forget shit? Hell no. Haiti
They still got Haiti on
Haiti
that
still
list.
got to pay France reparations and shit. White
Poorest
people don't
country
let
in the
shit
world.
go when it involves
Poorest
niggas.
country in the world, and they still holding Haiti
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hostage.
You know what
This
you
shit
did
crazy.
300 years ago, niggas. So they don't let shit go with niggas. Everything will be used against us. Hell, we get blamed for shit other niggas did. That's just how life goes when you black. So if you out here fucking up, that stink is gonna carry you long, even if you paid for it and moved on.
And this
Yeah.
shit's going to stay in Puffy forever.
Yeah. So
Like this, like I was really today. I can't play no more. No Way Out.
no, I can't. Fuck that. I'm not at a point where I'm canceling Diddy's music.
I mean, it'd be hard to do that because then you got
He's
so
the
much
90s.
shit.
No, I don't even get into
I
that
mean, like,
game. If your music's hot, your music's
From the
hot.
producers to the everything.
He's the
Like,
90s.
I think Bobby Womack is scum of the earth, and I'll still listen to his
Bobby
music.
Womack is definitely scum of the earth.
I'll
And
listen
he
to R.
still got
Kelly.
Great
that's that Kim
songs.
Clay right there.
He got some great songs.
So yeah, I mean, I don't put morals into that shit. I'm always gonna bump Diddy's music because he's on too much shit.
Fuck
That
these
nigga's
niggas
my
morals. They
childhood.
make some great music though. Shit.
That nigga's my childhood.
Look,
So
it's
yeah,
I'ma
It's not
always
too
bump
many
him back.
I
albums.
can't cancel Diddy's music.
It's not too many albums that we actually listened to that Diddy wasn't on. I was listening to Biggie's old album, and he damn
Yeah.
sure was all through that
You
one.
better have me.
Yeah, so I can't cancel his music, but fuck Diddy as a person.
Yeah, he's a horrible
I
person.
don't love him.
And in true Diddy fashion, he did it in a towel. This nigga didn't even put
No
clothes on.
fucking towel, nigga.
That's moist as
Diddy
fuck.
didn't fall. He holding his out with one hand, dragging her. Beat
Cassie was like, "Come on, Diddy, you gotta put some pants
That's how much
on."
that nigga did not give a fuck. That's how much he did
In
not
some
give
flip,
a fuck.
was it flip flops?
Flip flops and
slides,
a
nigga.
towel.
In some slides in a
That's
towel.
how much he didn't
Towel,
give a
nigga.
fuck. Like
After
slides
he had
and a
already
towel.
blacked her eye,
Hey,
he
you
already
gonna-
blacked the eye.
you
She
gonna
was trying
kick
to get
her?
away.
Stop
And
stop
drag
making
her.
it sound like I'm
Yo, he had
defending
one
my
hand on the towel holding it closed and one hand on Cassie.
I'm not saying you defended her, but once you
Yeah,
did
we ain't saying you
holding the
defended,
towel.
but look,
holding the towel.
Hassan,
Drag
Hassan,
her,
motherfucker in his left hand,
Hassan.
and he
Drag,
drag
like-
with the right hand, and I see
Hassan, if your phone ain't ringing for you to be on his defense team by Monday, he out his mind.
Listen, like I said, I'm not defending what he done. All I'm just saying is
Don't convict him.
I'm not on this witch hunt shit. When you get one thing, oh no, keep on. If it's more shit, let it keep on. Then once I see all that,
Oh, it's getting ready to come.
Oh, it's about
to
no
come down.
problem.
Oh, it's about to
No
keep
problem.
on.
Diddy's a dumbass because
These
they
are all his tapes. These are
Let me
they
say
found this tape at his home when they raided
Stop.
it.
And that's the
I
thing.
hope
Everybody's
it's nothing else, man.
Everybody's like,
I
who
hope it's
leaked
nothing
it?
else.
You know who leaked it?
He
The
did.
feds.
Homeland Security
Security.
leaked it. They had the
They found it
possession
in his
of
house.
It was like, you know what? We get ready to start leaking shit on this. here. So
Exactly.
when we do come
How does
get him.
CNN get access to that tape all of a
So
sudden?
this nigga was O-Dog and
Homeland-
kept the tape.
Yeah.
And was showing everybody.
Yes.
Look how I kicked
O-Dog.
it. I thought I told her I won't stop. And he was just kicking her. So,
Oh, dog.
yeah.
Take that.
Take that.
And that's right there what I say is, yo, condemn him for what he did. It just like, yo, y'all, it just, the shit bigger than that, real talk. Because like I said, how something like that, it's just all turmoil coming out. Homeland Security
means leaked that shit.
That means he got something on some white folks.
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of
His son did that dumbass song.
Yeah.
That-
Oh, we
He got
haven't
shit
even
on-
we haven't even talked about 50 getting started. He ain't got started yet.
50 just
you know
warming
50 about the oh my gosh.
He already had
His trolling get ready to be on a
He
million.
is trolling. He showed the tape. He showed the video. He had made a comment on this shit.
I'm excited.
I can't believe that nigga was in a towel though, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Like that shit is. I'm offended by that.
I'm offended at it too.
Yeah, why is he glistening?
He was shiny than a motherfucker.
Why the fuck is this nigga
That
glistening?
nigga literally stepped out the shower.
Bruh, the nigga look like he glistening, nigga.
He stepped out the shower. That was a fresh ass whooping.
Like he had baby oil.
Zesty
down
clean.
there.
Like
Yeah, he was zestfully clean.
damn boy, Drake happy that this shit
Yeah, I
happened
know.
this
Drake
week.
is happy
Like,
as a
Drake happy
motherfucker.
as
this
fuck
I got a
this
little
shit
more
happened.
time. Shit.
Like Drake happy as fuck this happened. It couldn't have happened on a better day too, boy. Puffy, my motherfucking god. Jesus.